Did it disarm you seeing how smiley, bubbly I am when we met? Because being online, it's like you only get like a profile, you get some photos that really don't capture who a person is unless you're such a good person in photos that you can see right through it. Did that disarm you seeing how just like expressive I am?
Oh yeah, I was definitely wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you were a dork. I just didn't know how, on what level you were. You know, the queen of the dork. So
Queen of the Dorks.
who would have known?
That's why you're seeing me again.
Just a whole. I would describe you as a volcano of positive energy.
Really?
Absolutely.
Coming from you especially because you have quite the amount of experiences with people, let alone women. You know, this is like, I'm just saying, you know, from what he's told me. So for you to say that, I'm truly flattered. So thank you.
I mean, it's not just what I've told you. You can sense the vibe. Like it's obvious there, and likewise, I'm sure the other sex, compared to you, is also appreciating you as well.
That's a whole other podcast. But with the other sex, I'll just like touch into that, like get in and get out.
Just hit it and quit it. Okay.
It's no, in the sense that everyone say they like want a challenge. They want someone who's like out of the against the grain, who challenges them, whatnot. And then they meet someone, and it's just like, oh, you're a lot. So it's like I don't struggle. Like I personally choose to not date, get hit on a lot, but it's also just I have like we're still connected in other ways. I'm in business school. I work. I volunteer. I have like little to no family my whole life. So it's like when I do get to see them, it's great. Vibrant social life, like friends, connected in the city. So when it comes to dating, it's just like am I really gonna make time to have a headache, a heartache?
Right.
But it's also that I understand the fact that as men and women, men want to, no matter what, when they ask a woman out, want to spend time with them, be with them, they still want to be part of that role where it's like they're able to provide, support their woman, or they're assumed to take that role because women are indecisive or they expect that, especially in this day and age. We are in the same age bracket a bit, and it's very like women say they want to be independent, but they also want to have everything done for by a man. Men say they want like a partner in crime, but they also want that trophy wife, and which is fine. But for me, it's just, I'm a lot. And
literally,
like a 5'3", 115 pounds, but
yeah, you're a dynamite in a briefcase.
it's like, you see how I am. You see how I look at you. You see how I smile. And it's like, I'm just taking you in. I'm taking our atmosphere and taking in just how we are
in the moment,
and it burns people out. Well, they just can't. This is like what I give out, what you give out, what we gave each other. Is a lot of people don't get that all at once. They don't even get that in the span of a couple of days.
And why do you think that is?
Because they don't allow themselves to experience that. You touched upon that. We touched upon that, where we were saying, I jogged my memory. I don't know what you asked me for me to say it, but I remember responding back saying people will not take the time to spend time with themselves.
Absolutely. And
isolate themselves to that point,
Totally. And I actually had one of my previous podcasts was with a couple who teaches dance and Pilates in New York City.
Okay.
And they do a lot of healing with people because it's, I would put in the alternative medicine, especially in terms of like East Coast, Eastern, Western philosophies.
Yes.
And they actually we actually had a great conversation about how if you don't accept yourself for who you are and enjoy yourself, then you can't even do things like even have an orgasm, because like you said, you don't even allow yourself to experience that type of pleasure. Or people who work all these hours and then don't go on vacation. So you're just building up tension in your life and then never releasing that tension in a positive way or a productive way.
To that, I'm going to add to, it's like going based off the orgasm part, because mine's in the gutter, but it's just it's very trying. It's very trying to spend time with yourself. Not to say that you isolate yourself, but it's like you really do grow so much, and you being by yourself, spending that time on your own, you are undefined by nothing.